Welcome back, you made it to my second video, thank you. Today's plan, I'm gonna talk to my granddad for advice because he's always out in the garden and always producing food. So yeah, what a great place to start. I'm already at Grandad's house and I've actually already interviewed him and he talked a lot more than I expected. So yeah, the following clips are gonna be a shortened version of that, but yeah, enjoy. Yeah, so quite a decent space for starting off with.
Okay, good morning, Michael. It's good to have you around, and certainly starting a garden is quite an exciting experience, and the bottom line is preparation and planning together with some tools. Righto, you tell me you've got a patch and it's lawn. Well, that's lawn, it's got to go, of course.
Yeah.
And that's to be sprayed out.
Yeah.
Bunnings is my recommendation for all the stuff. And talking of stuff, tools you've got to get is one of those little 5-litre hand pumps.
Yeah.
And Bunnings have plenty of grass kill. Mark it out where you're going to go, and then maybe put some boards around just the area, or even if you don't, just spray down straight lines. It'll take a little while for the grass to die. So once you've got that bare patch and the garden set out, all you're looking at is topsoil. You've got to turn that over, and this is where the spade comes in. It's not so much a shovel, it's a spade, because it's going to be tough, and you dig down about half a spade or even more and turn the whole lot over. Crumble it up with a rake and or some other garden tool, and rake it all in and rake it level. And at that point you're going to add your fertilizers. Sheep pellets, lime and blood and bone. They are your main ingredients. Mix them all up like you saw me do it in a bucket or in the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Add about 50% of soil to the barrow. Mix it all up and spread it and rake it in, and then you're going to walk away for about a fortnight or so. But certainly a hose nearby, yeah, would be a prerequisite just to water the blood and bone and the lime in. So I'd get a bag of compost, the 10 kg one, dig in the compost on top.
Yeah.
So you've got a good mixture of everything. Rake it all over, and at that point you're pretty well ready to plant. Your planting list will probably consist of lettuces or chock poi.
Yeah.
And the next is a mixed veggie pack that you can get from Bunnings, and it's got a cabbage and it's got a collie and a broccoli and that sort of stuff. They can be planted. Tomatoes are absolutely brilliant, and they go all over the place. So plant those away down the other end of the garden, and the vegetables at the other end, because if you plant the tomatoes in the middle, they're going to go all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, MrGoogle will tell you all about planting spud. Seed potatoes you get, you can cut in half and double your output. The number of spuds you want would be in the vicinity of 7 or 8 or even 9. They would be down the end by the tomatoes, and give them a little bit of elbow room. Sweet corn is always fine, and if it's up against a fence.
With the corn, why do you put it against the fence?
Because the corn gets very tall.
Yeah. And
you get a decent wind and it breaks off.
Oh, okay.
Peas, beans are another one, but that's an absolute choice on the beans. Variety of vegetables are absolutely up to you guys what you want to put in. But the staples are lettuce, tomato, and the brassicas, the green leaf ones. Yeah. The 3 of them. Oh, and the other one is quite popular, is silver beet. And then there's always the things like strawberries or something of that nature. You don't want to be doing pumpkins or anything. They absolutely gobble all up the ground and there's no room. Tomatoes and spuds are bad enough, but their value is quite high. Any other plants that you want to put in, just go for it. The half a dozen mixed veggies should carry you on as you pull out the various crops. Add a bit of fertilizer to it and just keep the whole thing working over.
Yeah.
And the other thing is dig a trench in the garden, and all the scraps, anything that is green, biodegradable.
So by digging the trench, that's just working as like a compost bin, and then you use that for...
And it's a good trick. See the orange flowers behind me in the corner on there? They're nasturtiums.
Yeah.
And just get a packet of nasturtium seeds and sprinkle them all over the garden. Certainly do it well after, when the plants are starting to show themselves.
Yeah.
And they keep the insects away, the blood-sucking ones and all those.
Oh, yeah.
3 or 4 seeds in there and put them in a Marmite jar or something for next year.
Yeah.
Don't go and buy a new shovel or anything else. The Bunnings are cheap enough. But a second-hand shop usually got a rake or a shovel or something of that nature. My favourite piece of gardening tool is a trowel, and that you just go around in between the rows and hook them out. The best control of weeds that I know of is digital control. Fingers.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say,
yeah.
How do you do it digitally? But yeah, no, I get you. Digits, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There's more than one digit.
Yeah.
The inspection will take place in around about August or October.
Roger that.
Yeah. So all in all, Mike, it's preparation and planning, and then you're all ready to go.
Yeah, so I had a bunch of questions that I wanted to ask him, but he talked for ages, to be honest, so I'm pretty stoked. I didn't want to stop him. It's going to take me a little bit of time to digest everything that he said, because there's so much in there, but I think I got a plan going, so should be good. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. I know I definitely did. Yeah, thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next vid. Thanks, guys. What's your plan for lunch?
Oh, I've no idea.
Oh, okay.
I've no idea. Whatever the cook comes up with.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on at my house as well.